नमस्सर्वेभ्यः। सो इदानीम् अस्य वासान्तरस्य अन्तिम समयावकाशः पठितुं म्यूट् करोमि, किमपि एको आगच्छन्तः सन्ति। प्रायः पी.के. रामकृष्णमहोदयेन द्विवारं स्थापितमिति तस्य one of the devices you have to mute, sir, because speech is coming from both and feeding back.
Sir, yes, I am also able to hear, but here there is.
Okay, I have muted everyone because the echo is enormous. We'll not worry about where it's coming.
Okay, thank you.
It's clearly from his side because he's got two devices connected, maybe some software issue on his machine. Doesn't matter. So we will get started. So we continue into the next segment, which is Anvaya Krama. It so happens that even in Raghuvamsha Katha, where we are studying a summary or very simplified Sanskrit summary of Raghuvamsha Katha, basically we are getting a view of what all Raghuvamsha kings were there and how the lineage evolved in a very summary fashion. Here we are also following certain verses from Ramayanam, which is also part of Raghuvamsha, of course, and it so happens today's syllabus of Raghuvamsha was related with Rama, so we have some overlap. So let's see this. So we have, as usual, couple of verses. Ramo api paramodarah sumukah sumahashayah न चैच्छत् पितुरादेशाद्राज्यं रामो महाबलः. Ramo api is Ramah api. Okay, so Utva Visarga and then followed by Purva Rupa Sandhi api. Okay, so Ramah api Parama Udaraha Paramodaraha, but that is a Samastapada. Okay, is everyone able to see the screen? Okay,
Yes,
I
sir.
have a bad network. I have a bad network briefly. Just let me set up a backup network. Yes. At least it gave an indication that I have bad network. So. I'll just set up a backup network before I proceed. Just stand by. Just in case. Okay. All right. So I'll keep proceeding. Hopefully the bandwidth will hold back. So Ramah api Parama Udaraha, an internal sandhi. Parama hyphen Udaraha. We can write it, but better not attempt that. Leave it as Paramodaraha. Sumukaha Sumahayashaha. Okay. Then again, Su is like a addition on top of Maha and Yasha. So there are three elements there. Na cha aichat. Okay. Cha plus aichat has become one simple union chaichat. Okay, where actually there is a vriddhi. A plus I, again I only is the output, like that. Okay, so chaichat, one akara got absorbed in there, but we can separate it out as cha plus aichat. Then pituhu adeshat, pitur adeshat. So visarga repa sandhi. Okay, visarga got converted into a repa, rakaramsha. So pituhu a comes out of ra. So adeshat, takara, converting back from the dakara that you see there. Okay, separate the dakara and the rakara. So then you get halant, which is halant of adeshat, ramat, like that. Okay. So Rajyam, Rakara goes with the A, Rajyam. So Pituhu Adeshat Rajyam. Ramaha, again another Visarga Sandhi. It's the most dominant Sandhi I think we see. We now learnt it very well by practice, I think. Mahabalaha. Okay. Let us see what is all there here. Which is the Kriya Pada here? Aichat. Okay. Clearly is a Kriya Pada. Okay. He did not desire. Somebody did not desire. Like that. Okay. So that is clearly the Kriya Pada and goes all the way to the end. So here Ramaha is in Pratama. Paramodaraha is in Pratama. Sumukaha is Pratama. Sumahashayaha. Okay. It seems to be in plural from direct sense. So let's just keep our thing reserved as it. It is Pratama for sure, but others are clearly Ekavachana. Ramaha, Paramodaraha, Sumukha. Why it is not Sumaha, Shayaha is probably this Pratipadika has a strange Pratama Ekavachana, perhaps. Okay. So let me just keep myself not committed there. Okay. And then because in Sanskritam, it is not just because in our modern Indian languages we try to elevate some words to respect and put pluralization and all that. That kind of thing is not randomly allowed. You cannot mix up plurals with singulars and call them Visheshana Visheshya in Sanskrita. If you kept Sumukaha in singular, you have to keep Sumahashayaha, Sumahayashaha also in singular. Okay. So there may be some other prayoga happening there. Anyway, Pituhu is Shashti, so that is not related to Rama. Adeshat is another vibhakti. Rajyam is Karmapada. Okay, so those don't belong to Pratama. Again, Ramaha comes, Mahabalaha comes. Okay, so Ramaha is repeated twice, but there is only one Kriya Pada. So some place you can break. For example, the first Pada, you take the liberty saying, okay, look, Kavi has quoted Rama twice, so let me assume one simple verb for the first line and separate out the second line with the Aichat, which is mentioned as the explicit verb. Are you staying with me on this? I hope it's clear. Amitvarya, is everything audible clearly, visible clearly so far?
आं महोदय.
अस्तु अस्तु महोदय. अहमपि संस्कृते वक्तुं प्रयत्नं करोमि.
No, sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah.
No, good. तो एवं कुर्मः. तो रामः अपि परमोदारः सुमुखः सुमहायशाः आसीत् इति स्वीकर्तुं शक्नुमः. अथवा we can take all this as adjective for Ramah. Paramodarah Sumukah Sumahayashaha Ramah api, and attach it to the next one. No problem. Only thing is we'll have to observe one of the Ramas. When we make a Ekavakya from these two, it won't be very funny. It will be looking very funny to put Rama twice in the sentence there. So if we don't desire to throw out that as just Asit, then you have to include it. Then you have to take one Rama out of the two, and that is okay. Kavi sometimes uses this kind of duplication for his prasa. Nothing wrong. So na aichat. Okay, aichat did not desire. Na aichat. Na comes the did not. Okay, cha is there and did not desire. Why he did not desire? Pituradeshat, because of father's word, father's directive. Father's vara to Kaikeyi and Kaikeyi's vachana in terms of Rama's perception is Pituradesha, because it is Pitu Vakya that is being told by Kaikeyi. So Pituradesha only. So he's taking it as, you can take Pitu here to mean parental Adesha also. You can extend like that. Rajyam na aichat. So this is the karma pada emerging. What he did not desire, Rajyam na aichat. He did not desire Pituradesha, because Pituradesha in At, it is not the karma. Pituradeshat Rajyam na aichat. Because of father's directive, he did not desire the kingdom. And again, one more qualifier for Rama is given, Mahabalaha Rama. So in this whole verse, there is much more gunagana, okay, than giving a lot of description. But the summary is only these two words. Piturade, these three words, Pituradeshat Rajyam na aichat Ramaha. This much is what you can say. All the rest are giving some color only. And why this thing? We are so far away from Kaikeyi. We have moved away from Ayodhya, come to Chitrakuta. Why again this quote? Why Valmiki again is bringing this up? It seems like, why is he wasting our time? We know this, right? No, 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 no. See, the context was just now Bharata had come. He told, look, Dasharatha is no more. So you have kept your word for him by taking the exile. Now he himself is no more. So when somebody is no more, no, the Adesha is kind of deemed as complete. Na, uska dharm to ho gaya. So in that sense, he tried to appeal, saying, "Look, I don't agree with what happened to you. It shouldn't have happened. You are my king also, as much as you are my dear brother. You shall come back and please rule." Okay, and that's what. So in rejecting Bharata's request again, this is being told. Okay, so because Rama is trying to tell Bharata, look, you may say one thing, but for me Pituradesha is whether he is dead or alive is Pituradesha. So the exile which is for 14 years. If I remember one Kannada song, Hadinalku Varsha Vanavasadinda, like that. So 14 years of exile I have to do before I can come back. That much he says. Okay. So that's the whole thing. So you can literally kill one word of two Ramas and say Mahabalaha, Paramodaraha, Sumukha, Sumhashayaha, Ramaha, Api, Pituradeshat, Rajyam na ichat as the Anvaya Vakya. Okay. So they have done all that. They have, of course, put Pratipadartha in English order to help the English, but Tatparyam, let us read. Sometimes they have some colorful addition, which I'm very curious how this person is thinking who wrote this book. Bharata knew that the kingdom rightfully belonged to the eldest son and hence he did not take it. But Rama had come away to the forest to see that his father kept his promise to Kaikeyi. Or actually his father's word to Kaikeyi was kept, that kind of sense, who had asked that Rama should not be crowned but must be exiled. But when that was the case, Rama would not agree to go back to the kingdom without fulfilling his vow, Pituradesha vow. Okay. And then you can read this, his vow is Rama's vow because of Dasharatha's vow, because he gave Vara to Kaikeyi, that way, indirected to Rama. Dasharatha had seen Rama leave for the forest. Yeah, sadly. But he was helpless and could not stop him. Bharata's request could not make Rama swerve from his vow of Pitruvakya Palanam. This is parental directive following. Hence, Rama would not agree to go back and rule the kingdom. Okay, so nice. So I broke it as two sentences here. If you say Sumukaha Sumaha Shayaha Mahabalaha cha Ramaha Paramodaraha api asit. So because the api was there, I mean I put the cha for those three, put Rama and put api with Paramodara. It's kind of more colorfully I made the Anvaya rather than stack it all up in one place. See, and what is the meaning? Sumukha is one with a pleasant behavior. So see, it simply means good face. Okay. So obviously we don't translate like that. We have to go to Tatparya, which is a pleasant fellow. Then Sumahash Yashaha is one who had obtained good and large fame. Yasha is fame, right? So one who was of huge fame. Then Mahabalaha, he was having lot of strength. So Rama is his name, of course. Parama Udaraha, he was also extremely liberal or kind. Okay, that kind of sense comes from Udara. Okay, what is magnanimous? Yeah, beautiful. Magnanimous. What have they translated? Very correct. Magnanimous. Beautiful. So that kind of tatparya we have to go for the best words in English. Api asit. So I put the asit there too. And then put Ramaha pituhu adeshat rajyam. I have made a spelling error there. Rajam na aichat. I put echat, so there are many spelling errors there. Rajyam na aichat. So at Chitrakuta, Rama advises Bharata that he will not return to Ayodhya and asks him to rule justly. So that's what it is happening here. Vasishta also has come along, and Shatrughna is standing there along with other. I think the other mothers also come. I remember that one of the mothers comes with Bharata. I don't know who. Definitely not Lakshmana's mother, Kaushalya only maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so this is Sita and Lakshmana.
Everybody comes, sir.
All of them come, huh? Kaikeyi
All
also
of
come.
them come. So,
Kaikeyi also.
All the three, yeah, all the three.
So that's why three are there. Okay. Okay. See, look, the funny thing is, I like this sketcher. He put them also in very simple non-queenly clothes. They also pretty much had assumed Vanavasa style clothing for the period.
Just then Dasharatha died, no? So they are all wear that Vidva
Oh,
kolam.
they are in mourning also. Oh,
yeah, so
right.
Rama gives that Pinda Pradhanam to his
Correct.
departed soul. So
Correct. He goes to the Sarayu Nadi or something nearby and does that, no? Yeah. Yeah, correct. Correct. Narmada, Sarayu, something. Yeah. Great. And we see the famous Paduka still in the feet of Rama. Hopefully, Bharata has brought him a replacement Paduka. All this funny thought comes to me. Anyway, let's go back. Go forward. Okay, so that Paduka Prakarana comes here. पादुके चास्य राज्याय न्यासं दत्त्वा पुनः पुनः निवर्तयामास ततो भरतं भरताग्रजः. So nice this one. I like simple verses like this, which is easy to give meaning. In the 2020 exam, one of the verses that came was this one. Paduke. So this is Dvivachana of Paduka. Okay, so it's two footwear. Okay, then Cha Asya of this fellow of Rama. Of actually Asya here is of Bharata also in this sense. Rajyaya, Asya Rajyaya. Obviously Bharatasya sense is correct there. Bharatasya Rajyaya. See now Rajyaya can be translated in two ways. For the sake of the kingdom is one translation. Or it can be translated as for the sake of rulership of Bharata over the kingdom. That also can be inferred from this. So, Bharataha Rajyam Kritavan, when we say, it means he ruled. Bharatasya Rajyam, when we say it is his rulership, and Bharatasya Rajyaha means his ruled state. So there's a little bit slightly different meanings can be taken there. So here we should take it as because it's Asya Rajyaya, it means for Bharatasya Rajakarana Karanaya, like that. Rajyabara Karyaya, like that. Okay, that sense. Nyasam, loan. Okay, Nyasam is like a loan. So when he comes back for Pattabhishek, he will get back, I guess. Dattva, having given, Tvanta, Punah Punaha, Nivartayamasa. Punah Punah goes with Nivartayamasa. Again and again, Punah Punaha. Simple duplication is used without a cha. In Sanskrit, it's quite common. Okay. Kim Kim va kurmaha. ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಣ क्या क्या करेंगे संपूर्ण भारत देश का भाषा में ये द्विगुण करना एक आसान का टेक्निक है. वही समान संस्कृत से आया वो टेक्निक. पुनः पुनः निवर्तयामासा, उसको वापस भेज दिया, मतलब भरत को चप्पल देके सॉरी दैट साउंड्स वेरी बैड इन हिंदी. तो पादुका देके वापस भेज दिया पुनः पुनः. ततः भरतं भरताग्रजः. So now the subject comes. So who sent back? Who sent back? Who? Bharata's agraja, which is Rama. So Bharatagraja here is a samastapada for Rama. Bharatasya agrajah Bharatagrajah Ramah. Okay. Bharatam. So he is the karma. So kam nivartayamasa Bharatam nivartayamasa. कः निवर्तयामास भरताग्रजः निवर्तयामास. कः भरताग्रजः? रामः. एवमेवम् आकांक्षा, अस्माकम् आकांक्षा एवं वर्तते. सो भरताग्रजः भरतं here asya rajyaya, I mean asya here is given the sense of bharatasya rajyaya paduke nyasam datva punah punah tatah punah punah tam bharatam in bracket again nivartaya masa, he sent him back. So little bit of rewording required. So here I have that paduke cha asya rajyaya nyasam datva. I put all that under datva, behind datva as a phrase. Punah punah. Actually, I actually this is not in the correct order. This is just the breakup. So we should write it slightly differently, because Bharatagraja would come first. Bharatam would come where some close to Nivartaya Masa. Like that I would go. Anyway, we guys know how to do this. So they have done very classically here again, using this nice technique of Kriya Pada, Pradana, Apradana, etc. etc. So Tvanta they took Apradana and then Kriya Pada Nivartayamasa as Pradana and put some of the phrase under Tvanta. Okay, because Dattva comes with Paduke, Nyasam, Rajyaya, Tataha, Asya, like that they put behind Dattva. And then put the balance under Nivartayamasa and put it as first phrase followed by the primary phrase. Okay. So that's what is the sentence here. Tataha Bharatagrajaha asya rajyaya paduke nyasam datva. So they did pull Bharatagrajaha in the beginning for the whole sentence, which is correct. And tataha they put all the way in the beginning after that, because this is typically in a verse tale when they tell and then what happened and then what happened. That tataha is like and then of English. So that's what then. Okay. Bharatagrajah asya rajyaya paduke nyasam datva Bharatam punah punah nivartayamasa. Again and again he made him go back, because Bharata kept appealing. Okay. Bharata. We have some special effects today. I don't know where it's coming from.
Paduka feminine form?
Sorry, Ramakrishnan Mahodaya, you are almost inaudible, because every time you unmute now we get enormous echoes. I don't know what is happening. Paduke is Dvivachana.
Paduke is Dvivachana, but Paduka is feminine.
Yes.
I look, sir.
Yes, Paduka, Paduke, Padukaha, like that it seems. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'll mute now.
You are also getting it, so it's very funny. Okay. So Bharata would not like to have the kingdom rule, and Rama would not agree to go back. In such a situation, how to find a ruler for the kingdom? Both of them were steadfast in their decision. Finally, Rama found a solution. Oh, I didn't know it was Rama's solution. Okay, I must have been some.
In fact, Janaka comes there.
Oh, really?
Janaka comes there. So Vasishtha, Janaka, everyone decides that let Bharata take Rama's sandals and let it be a representation.
Nice. It's yeah. Okay. So I think he was coming because he wanted to see his daughter is okay. Fine. Why not? More the merrier. Is this in the Moola Ramayanam, madam?
Valmiki, Janaka won't come, sir. Janaka.
I think yes. See, this is nice.
It is in Valmiki Ramayanam. Janaka comes.
It is in Valmiki Ramayanam.
Okay. We two ladies' strength is more than all the rest combined, so we will take that. But I like that why he came. He gave his sandals to Bharata and asked him to take them as his representatives. Okay. Bharata was certainly relieved that even if he could not persuade Rama to go back, he at least got the Paduka. See, Strilinga. Okay, but they should have said Paduke. That anyway, that had done the noble service of carrying Rama around. However, even after obtaining this, he was not willing to go back. Rama had to force him to get back. So there's a little more color. Paduka was not enough. So, okay, he had to be really pushed back. Okay. All right. We're almost transported back to that era with all this color. It's nice. I'm almost imagining what was happening. Almost you feel like in those days they were so pious, they were actually speaking in verses. It's funny, but Anuvada Paddhatihi. Okay. Clever boy. Buddhiman Balaha. Here the word, okay, let's have someone help us actually. I've been going at it. Unfortunately, Ramakrishnan Mahodaya has voted himself out of participation today. Poor chap is getting feedback. So, oh, we go to our New Zealand friends who are there. Mr. Kaitan, Mrs. Kaitan, there with you?
Sir, I'm here.
Ah, great. So, Mr. Kaitan is still resting, but you are there. That's very good.
No,
So
both
you.
are here.
Oh,
Both are
sorry, madam. Sorry. I make a lot of wrong assumptions. Sorry for my needling. So please do read for us slowly. Yeah.
Okay. Clever boy. Buddhiman balaha. Here is the word clever. Here the word clever is an adjective, which is visheshanam, to the word boy, which is a substantive,
Substantive. Substantive.
yeah,
Yeah.
visheshyam. The object of description is a substantive.
Mm.
The special quality in the substantive is brought out by the adjective.
Mhm.
The adjective follows the substantive in case, number, and gender. It does not have a fixed gender, number, and case.
Yeah. Just rest.
Or
So nothing new so far. We have learned this ad nauseum, like they say in English, right? Until we got tired, we learned about Visheshana Visheshya. So they are just reiterating that. Nothing new here so far. Continue, madam. Yeah.
for example, take the word clever, which is to be translated. Which gender, number, or case do you associate with it with? This is known from the substantive that follows it.
Mm.
Example, a clever boy, chaturaha balaha. A clever girl, chatura balika. By the clever boy, chaturena balena.
Mm.
Clever girl, chaturam balikam. To
Mm.
the clever boy, chaturaya balaya. Of the clever girl, chaturayaha balikayaha.
Mm. Thank you very much. So just wait with me. So the again we when we learned Visheshana Visheshya, we started with Pratama Vibhakti, then we moved to other Vibhaktis and practiced it. Also, we have done very enormous amount of that also. So again, they are just reiterating. I almost feel like this. The book, different sections are written at almost by different people and compiled together. So sometimes there is some overlap of syllabus happening. Okay. So the person who is writing the section 9 about Anuvada Paddhati is not necessarily trying to track what is happening in section 1, section 2, etc. Okay. So he is also trying to impart some knowledge from his angle with the viewpoint of translation aspect of Sanskritam. But nothing new, no new learning here. We have learned this, like I said, these cows have been with us for a long time. Visheshana Visheshya, to use Sanskrit's own this thing. Okay. So that's what. And I like that sometimes they switch the linga also, say balaha, balika, they're switching pullinga, silinga, pulling. So they are trying to, push us out of this Rama mode. Yeah. So continue, madam.
In the above examples, observe how there is a change in the gender, number, and case of the adjective clever due to the change in the substantive.
So just pause there. See, Chaturaha Pullinga Pratama Ekavachana, Chatura Pullinga Strilinga Pratama Ekavachana. Pratama means Pratama Vibhakti here. Okay. And then Chaturena, Karana Karaka, and Pullinga. Okay, because otherwise it would have been Chaturaya. Chaturaya, it would have been if it was Chaturaya, Balaya, like that. By the clever girl would have been that way. So on and so forth. Chaturam Dvitiya, Chaturaya. Okay, in the Arpana mode, Chaturayaha, so Shashti, of the Chatura girl, like this. Okay, last sentence.
That school, this city, in examples like this, what do the words this, that, and others stand for. Here also these words do not have their own case ending, number, and gender. Their forms have to be fixed only after knowing their substantive.
See what the person is trying to point out is Sanskritam has this technique of association. It uses the same vibhakti, vachana, and all that. In English, to some extent, we do see this. That's what he's trying to point out. That school. So we know school is not a person. So we don't say he school, she school. We say that school, like that. So that's what he's trying to point out, that to some extent some qualities of this you do see in the English language. Okay, so similarly you have to be careful when you move from Sanskritam to English to not do some literal translations. Go to the corresponding grammar that's available there. Perhaps that's what they're moving. So let us see now what they're trying to do. Oh, they're trying to come from English to Sanskritam. So it's more important. Continue, madam.
Example, in that house, tasmin grihe.
Hmm.
To these boys, etebhyaha balakebhyaha.
Just pause. Tasmin grihe, saptami ekavachana, in the house. Okay, grihe already conveys inside the house or in the house, because it's in the locative case, right? Garpe is already there in that Hindi garpe. Okay, तो लेकिन बहुत सारा घर है उधर, एक घर पे ऐसा बोलना है. हिंदी में ऐसा व्याकरण नहीं है कि एक पे घर पे बोलने का तरीका नहीं है. एक घर पे, वो घर पे ऐसा बोलेंगे हम बस. वो के लिए सप्तमी विभक्ति ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. लेकिन संस्कृत में ऐसा नहीं. वो उसको भी सप्तमी लगा के साथ में विशेषण को भी विशेष्य से समान विभक्ति और वचन में रखना है. और इवन लिंग में, यदि लिंग भेद है तो लिंग भेद भी दिखाना चाहिए. तो तस्मिन् गृहे, इन दैट हाउस, लाइक दैट. ओके, एतेभ्यः बालकेभ्यः, सिमिलरली. ओके, रामेण रामाभ्यां ओके, रामाय रामाभ्यां रामेभ्यः, रामाय रामाभ्यां रामेभ्यः. That बहुवचना of that, for these boys, to these boys, like that. Okay. एतेभ्यः बालकेभ्यः फलानि ददातु, give fruit to these boys, something like that. Okay, continue, madam.
That boy, tam balakam.
द्वितीया विभक्ति.
In this sentence, etasmin vakye.
Again sent saptami vibhakti.
To that school, tasmai vidyalayaya.
Again chaturthi vibhakti. Ramaya tasmai tam tautan tena tabhyam tasmai tabhyam. So tasmai, to that. Okay, so chaturthi.
Of these lessons, etesham pathanam.
षष्ठी बहुवचन. ओके, एतस्य एतयोः एतेषां, पाठस्य पाठयोः पाठानां. सो एतेषां पाठानां.
Of that village, tasya gramasya.
षष्ठी एकवचन.
This book, etat pustakam.
नपुंसकलिंग प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन.
By these people, etaihi janaihi.
Oh, okay. Thanks for reading this. Pause. I made a mistake in the previous sentence. Here, the author has put in bracket object. So since we are coming from Sanskrita, English to Sanskritam, and in English there is no distinction between object and subject, he was forced to put a software people like tag around that sentence saying this book as an object. So it so happens that in Sanskritam also Prathama Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti of Napumsakalinga has no color change. So I said Prathama Vibhakti, but actually this is technically in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Ramah etat pustakam pashyati. So Pustaka becomes the object of the looking. So etat is in Dvitiya also. So tat te tani, like that. Etat ete etani, etat ete etani. But this happens to be in Dvitiya. Only way we know that because the author put object with the English. So here also we can say we don't have any other evidence other than the fact that in using other words in the sentence we can conclude this is karma pada position. Okay, Dvitiya vibhakti. Etaihi janaihi is obviously Karanakaraka Bahuvachana. Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi. So Etaihi Janaihi, like that. Okay. Continue, madam.
These pens, etaha lekhanyaha.
This is Pratama. Okay. And Esha, Ete, Etaha, Etam, Ete, Etaha. This could potentially be in karma position also, because Lekani, Lekanyau, Lekanyaha, Lekanim, Lekanyau, Lekanyaha. Again, in Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachana.
द्वितीय विभक्ति में नदी लेखनी ही द्वितीय में
द्वितीय में लेखनी अथ ओ वेरी
या
गुड
लेखनी
ओ ओके ईकारान्त लेखनी इति आगच्छति वा ओ तर्हि अत्र प्रथमा विभक्ति इति सूचितम् अस्ति वेरी गुड थैंक यू एषा एते एताः सा तेताः तां तेताः ओ there is no clue from etaha, there is a clue from lekanyah is what you are concluding. Okay, very good. Last sentence, madam. Sorry, I keep interrupting you so much.
We finished these
No,
sentences.
continue.
Oh, translate into English. You want me to read that?
No. Okay, I will finish it off for you. Thank you very much, ma'am. So while translating into Sanskrit, pay attention to the substantive and then fix the gender, number and case of this adjective. Okay, so they are trying to say, see, look, the Visheshya is the one to be paid attention to because that is the primary participant in the sentence. Visheshana is hanging around to give guna to the Visheshya. Okay, so it is not that Visheshya follows Visheshana, Visheshana follows Visheshya, is simply being asserted, and this again, this is a repeat lesson. Okay, nothing new here. We have a few examples, and see, like Bagini, who helped us, was very careful. See, she was able to alert me, look, lekanihi is a special word. It has a dvivachana which is having the dirgha ihi. So you are making a mistake saying that is can be in dvitiya. That kind of alertness is what hopefully one day I will also attain. Very good. Okay, so time for some collective participation. Thank you, madam. So
Welcome.
oh, sorry. I ended up force muting you. What was it? You were trying to say something, Papiyaji?
No, I said thank you too.
Welcome. So, Uttamani. Oh, now you guys have to try English. Very easy. Okay, so I will select, since Papia was just reading, I will ask Papiyaji only to give us for the first sentence translation. Okay. Uttamani etani chitrani bhavan kutra kritavan. How do you understand this sentence, Papiyaji?
So I understand is that Uttamani is very good. Etani, these. Chitrani is paintings. Bhavan is you. Kutra, where. Kritavan is where to buy. So where to buy these lovely paintings?
Fantastic. That's how to go about it. Okay. So you don't have to struggle because this is already the Anvaya. This is already the Sanskrit Anvaya. So we just have to first mentally do even on paper, you can do it part by part and give the final answer in the end. You can use the paper like a place to work your thoughts. No problem. So that's even better. They appreciate. If you have fast writing capability, you can commit to paper. Otherwise, yeah, I can think mentally. So very nicely done. Thank you, Papiyaji. You can mute yourself. Rama.
Asmi.
Can you read and translate the second sentence for us?
Unnatat vrikshat parnam apatat. From the tall tree, leaf has fallen.
No. Fell. Fell is correct. Okay, so had fallen, correct. Has fallen, had fallen. Had fallen is slightly better, I think. Yeah. because we don't know about has aspect. Has in English gives the sense of अभी भी बचा है उधर, अभी नीचे गिरा है, गिरा दिखता है ऐसा. अपतत में ऐसा कुछ निकलता नहीं, तो सिर्फ had fallen बोलेंगे. हाँ, past
Fell
complete.
down.
Fell down, correct. Fell down. But
From the tall
had
tree,
fallen is more complete past
had
tense.
fallen. Yes.
Very good. One single leaf. Funny. From the tall tree, one single tree had fallen. Leaf had fallen. Must be a strong tree to drop only one leaf. So, some Mahodaya unmuted just now for a question. What was the question, Mahodaya? No. Okay, nobody has a question. Ramamurthy sir, looks like your problem is solved. Are you able to?
Yes, I solved it. Yes.
Great. So next sentence for you. Number 3.
Vishalayam nadyam meena santi. Vishalaya means big, broad. Broad river, meena santi. Fishes live. Are there.
But fishes is incorrect in English. Just use fish. Okay.
Fish.
English is a very strange language. We keep struggling with it. But if you write fishes, Samskrita Bharati won't penalize you. Okay. So in the broad river, fish live. Or you can even put many fish live if as you desire. Okay.
There are many fish.
Because if there is some doubt, because fish में एक वचन का sense आ जाता है English में, तो ठीक है, many fish live बोलते हैं. Thank you very much, Ramamurthy Varya.
Thank you.
Meenakshi Ravi. Next sentence for you. Meenakshi Ravi.
Sir, yes, sir. Just a minute. Not able to. Just a minute. एतत् पुस्तकं भवान् पठितवान् वा? This book you have you read this book, right?
Just put question mark. Right is not required. Have you read this book? Question mark. Enough. Okay. Have you read this book? Yeah. Have you read this book? Question mark. Why is like a question word there? Okay. It's also like your mother tongue is Tamil, madam.
Yes.
படிச்சிருக்கீங்களா ங்களா and கேக்குறமே அது வா and சமஸ்கிருதத்துல. Almost it's very tonal. You see a Dravida sense in the va. Kim is like North Indian language. Va is like South Indian language. I almost see the Dravida sense of Samskrita there. Okay. In South we speak more than just words. All the South people know. We speak tones also. Wow, gwa, lo, like that. We cannot pull them out of dictionary, but they have a lot of meaning. Tasya aksharani sundarani. Yaru, let us see. Satyadevi Bhagini.
Mahoday. Tasya means his.
Very good.
Aksharani, letters. Sundarani, beautiful. Maybe letters means maybe his writings.
Very good. I like you got the sense of Tatparya, madam. Perfect. His writing is beautiful. How we should go in Samskrita. If you translate that as his letters are beautiful, क्या बोल रहा है यार ये? तो writings is the better translation for Aksharani in that context. Well done. Okay.
Thank you.
So I just went a little at saying his handwriting is beautiful. It's a little further thing.
Okay.
But see, Aksharani, Sundarani is plural because in Sanskritam we have used plurality of letters with plurality of Sundarana. But here, handwriting in English, we don't say handwritings. It's not a habit in English to pluralize it. We collectively call it as one single handwriting act. Okay. So I have to stay singular in English. So see, this is what the Tatparya is. See, this is Tatparya is not translation. Tatparya is little beyond, let me not say literal, it's not literal translation, it is meaningful translation. So that handwriting is beautiful is a meaningful translation. Okay. But literal is his letters many beautiful. Okay. Thank you very much, Satya Devi. Very well done. I think my students are, they don't really need coaching. They're here because they're practicing with me. Radhika ji. Radhika. Yeah. Last sentence.
yes. Etasya lataya sundarani pushpani santi. These creepers,
Correct. Creeper, correct.
Beautiful, beautiful pushpani flowers santi. There are beautiful flowers in these creepers.
Very good. Actually, you realized when you came to Pushpani, you started realizing instead of these creepers, it should be in these creepers. You see, actually, if you went back and paid little attention, I'm just bringing attention to a subtle fact that happened. Even as you were translating, you realized Etasyam is not in Prathama Vibhakti or something. It is in Saptami. Okay. So in these latas, in these creepers, okay. So it's already in Saptami. So we don't even need the hint of Pushpani to know. Okay. But this gives us very clear sense. So flowers are there in these creepers and they are beautiful. So in beautiful flowers are there in these creepers. Are actually in this single creeper. I am also making a mistake there because latayam is ekavachana. Okay. See, Sitayam, Sitayaha, Sitayoho, Sitayaho,
Latasu.
Latasu would come for plural, so it's not Latasu. So Latayam is there, ekavachana. So Etasyam Latayam. In this single creeper, many beautiful flowers are there. Okay, very nice. There are beautiful flowers in this creeper. Good attempt, madam. Thank you very much. Well done. So now we'll give the tough work to some other men folk. Yeah. Yes, sir. Ask, sir.
This question mark symbol is also not there in Sanskrit, na? Like inverted comma and comma.
Correct. Not there. See, that's why there are words like va, kim, khalu.
That's why va is there.
Correct. We know from the construction of that only that it is a question. Yeah. And then when quote iti, iti, there are many ways of quoting. Yeah. Okay. Sir, you unmute yourself back. Rajaraman sir, I think. First one is for you.
Let all people do work. Sarve karyam, sarve jana karyam kurmah.
No, kurmah is Uttama Purusha.
Sarve jana.
Karotu kurutaha kurvantu. So karotu kurutaha kurvantu, something like that, right? So sarve janaha karyam kurvantu. Janaha. So sarve janaha karyam kurvantu. Well done.
Why this exclamation mark?
To indicate the lot lakara. We don't need it in Sanskritam, we need it in English. Yeah. I mean, let me say this, even English not always needs it because let and all that gives the sense of lot, but we enhance the readability with such marks. So in modern, what we have done is we have adopted the good features of the European scripts also. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
These are all good features. There is, see, one thing we should never do is reject good ideas, no matter where they come from. Yeah, that will take us far. Thank you.
This one is there, Rig Veda Shloka, Bangalore University thing is there, not getting the.
Oh, when you remember, you help us out. When you remember, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we will go for crowdsourcing because time is short. He writes with a beautiful pen.
Saha Sundarya Lekanya Likati.
I think somebody got in loud. I don't know who, but she did right. Saha Sundarya Lekanya
Lekanya Likati.
Wow. क्या बात है. ठीक है. There are 100 students in this school.
विद्यालयः शतं छात्राः सन्ति.
Shatah is incorrect. Shatam is incorrect. Just shata. Chatraha is correct. Shata chatraha santi. Shalayam. In the school, shalayam. So in the school, shalayam. This is asyam shalayam. Etam shalayam. Esha shabda you should run through to Saptami. You will get it. Okay. So shata chatraha. There is no shataha, shataha, shataihi, shata chatraha. Okay. See, asyam, etasyam.
Vidyalaya is singular or I mean pulling or striling?
Vidyalayaha, alayaha.
So etasmin vidyalaye.
Correct. Etasmin vidyalaye in pullinga form or etasyam shalayam using strilinga form. Okay.
Yeah.
Very correct. See, there are many ways to cut the ice. Like we said, depending on what noun you picked, you have to struggle with that linga. That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
Shata chatraha santi. Well done. How many flowers are there in that garland?
तस्या मालायां कति पुष्पाणि सन्ति.
Some said etasyam. It is tasyam malayam because it is that garland. Okay, that garland, not this garland. So tasyam malayam. In is there, so saptami. So in that garland is tasyam malayam. And how many is kati? And flowers are pushpani. Are there is santi. Okay, tasyam malayam kati pushpani santi. How beautifully it emerges, right? Tasyam malayam kati pushpani santi. I was right also. My old answer is matching my new answer. In whom are there no faults? Wow.
Kasmai dosha na santi.
Somebody got in very early. One gentleman. Kasmai dosha na santi. He must have heard it a lot in his family, so he knows this very well. Kasmin purushe dosha na santi. Sorry, sir. I'm taking too much liberty.
One question, sir.
Please ask, sir.
If you go back to the Tisraha statement, 100, 100 students, why is 100 not shatam?
It is what you call, it is sarvalinga. There is a word for that. It is the same in all lingas. It's like an avyaya. It's like an avyaya, shata.
Because in the numbers table, we have learned shatam.
Shatam, is it? Okay, we'll do one thing. Somebody go to the answer section of 8. And
they have given number.
Huh?
They have given number.
They cheated us. Yeah. That's very bad. Very bad. Too bad of Samskriti Bharati to cheat us like that. Ayyo, they have given 100. Ayyo, so sad. Okay. You can do one trick, sir. I will tell you. The Samasapada helps beautifully. Put a hyphen between Shata and Chatraha if you are in doubt. Okay. So Shata Chatraha as if like a hyphenated Samastapada you finish off. So if you are in doubt. Okay.
Okay.
So then it's Shataha Chatraha va, Shataha Chatraha va, Shatam Chatraha va, Chinta nasti. We'll also cheat back like that. Actually, I will have to check this Shata. Because in numbers, when we learned in the beginning, we saw after a few things, there was no Linga Beda. So I remember that distinctly. That's why I'm claiming what I claimed. But whether Shata is a incorrect form is important to learn.
No, I don't dispute, sir. But the only thing is on page 45, if you look at the number table there, it starts off with Shatam and then Shatamaha and Shataman, Shatamam. So the
Shatam it shows.
word is
Shatam.
Shatamam.
Actually,
Shatam.
then see if it's very clear. Shatam is the form. So Shatam is how it should. Actually, I should also Shatam Chatraha Santi is the correct answer, I think. Because Shatam I know doesn't have Linga Beda. That much we know.
Shata is Visheshan Vishesha. Shata
Correct,
is
correct.
Visheshan. So
As a Visheshana.
That's why it should like that only.
No, but it is, see, we know that numbers don't have Linga Beda after some number, no, after 5. We learned that also, remember, madam?
Yes.
Right. So because we learned that also, there is no Linga Beda in normal numbers after 4 or 5. From 5. So why should suddenly 100 start having Linga Beda even as a Visheshana is the question.
There's only Vibhakti, but it has
No, if it's like an avyaya, I think. Oh, maybe it has vibhakti without linga. Okay.
Vibhakti.
Shatena, shatabhyam, something. And then how will it run? Using what linga it runs? It's very funny. I will look it up. We have more paradox with numbers. Indians were good with numbers, so I'm sure they complicated the grammar of numbers also. Pandits were notorious in playing with us. So kasmin purushe doshaha na santi. There are Kaitanji always brings up questions that I can't answer. He's really challenging.
No, not true.
No. It's very good. Your depth is appreciated.
Observation.
Very good. There are diverse people in this world. Many different.
Etasmin prapanche bahuvidaha janaha santi.
Perfect. Etasmin praparshe or asmin prapanche bahuvidaha janaha santi.
Etasmin loke.
Loke. Yes. Asmin etasmin loke bahuvidaha janaha santi bhavanti. Both can be used. Santi is better. Okay. All right. Okay. These are even more easy. Rama went to the forest, but we have to use past participles. Gatavan, Uktavan, these forms. Okay, try.
Ramaha vanam gatavan.
Ramaha vanam gatavan. There is it's like again nursery sentence for us now. He spoke the truth.
Saha satyam uktavan.
Saha. Again, don't use Rama. Saha satyam uktavan. Now, what I have done here is a little bit of mental exercise for us. Okay, Gatavan is what is being asked, but what is the lung? Nice to keep notes. So, agachat for Gatavan, avadat for uktavan. Okay. Then I ate the best fruit.
Phalam paditavan.
Are. Paditavan only you are saying with aham. You are a lady, you should say what? Aham uttamam palam kaditavati. Don't give any space to the men folk, okay? When you are saying something about aham, stay with Strilinga, okay? Aham uttamam palam kaditavati.
Aham uttamam palam akadat.
Correct. Akadam. I think Papiyaji corrected, sorry, Kaitanji or Amit Varya corrected us correctly. Correct. Aham atyuttamam. Oh, I went a little bit more overboard here. Atyuttam palam khaditavan, khaditavati, akadam. Akadam is without linga beda. So all of us can say that without doubt. Okay. So did you go to the cinema?
Bhavan
cinema no, you cannot use cinema gatavan or something. One thing Sanskritam doesn't allow is drop in nouns. Okay, so it is very, very, except for names, proper names which cannot be avoided. So for example, if Papiyaji is Papiyaji, we will have to use Papiya Varye. We add Varye and make it Papiya Varye. We don't worry Papiya is whether it has some dhatu and all that. But if it is cinema, we know there is a Sanskritam word for coinage for that. So we should use that. Okay. Chitramandiram. Chitramandiram. Correct. Agachatva. Agachatva. Okay. Bhavan Chalachitra Mandiram Agachatva. Agachat kim, like that. Okay. Bhavan or Bhavati or Tvam can be used. Bhavan Bhavati. Yeah, they are asking us to use Gatavan Gatavati form, but I am also giving the Lakara form just for our brain exercise. Okay. Yeah. Somebody had a question, madam? Okay, I think it got answered. Bhavan, Bhavati is in Prathama Purusha. Tvam is in Madhyama Purusha. So you have to, luckily that doesn't change the Tavatu form. But if you are using the grey version, that is the Lung form, you have to go to Uttama Purusha also, which I have not shown here. Okay. Bhavan, Bhavat or Bhavati, Chitra Mandiram or Chalachitra Mandiram, like this. Chalachitram Drashtum. I added it additionally. Chalachitram Drashtum. Because go to the cinema doesn't mean go to the cinema hall. It means did you go to see a cinema also. So you can infer that as Chalachitram Drashtum. Also you can infer from that. So Gatavan va, Gatavati va, according to Bhavan Bhavati, or Tvam Gatavan va, Gatavati va. Okay. In the Tavatu, there is no difference between Tvam, Bhavan, Bhavati. But in Agachat is only usable for Bhavan Bhavati. Tvam you should say what?
Agacchah.
Agacchah or something. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana. Agachat. So lung table we should go to the 11th chapter. I think there are some forms. Very quickly. Lung see. Lung parasmai padi. Okay. So Akaroho is a kru dhatu. That is a tough one. Let us go to some other simple dhatu.
Kamala, on mani kude.
No problem. Don't worry. Family has to go on. We will not laugh. Poor guys are struggling to make time for Samskrita. Anyway, so Ayaha Agacchaha would come, I think. Sir has checked and told, so we'll take it. So anyway, that is not the question, but it is for our mental exercise. So number 5, many people had come to the program. Bahujanaha or Bahavaha Janaha Karyakramaya or Karyakramam. Both we can use. Though English says this gives the sense of object. Karyakramam also you can say. Karyakramaya is slightly better in Sanskritam. Okay, for the sake of the program is better. Okay, Bahujanaha or Bahavaha Karyakramaya Agatavantaha. Okay, past tense, right? Agatavantaha.
Kramena na bhavati tatra.
Kramena no. Kramena is in order or something like that comes. No, Karyakramena is by the program. No. It's not an instrument.
Karyakrame, Saptami.
Then you cannot use Agatavanta. You have to use Karyakrame, Asan, something like that. They were there in the program, that sense. Got it?
Right.
So the slight, it is influenced by Dhatu a little bit. Okay. So Janaha, Bahujanaha, Kechana Janaha, some people, many people, Karyakramaya or is another technique. Karyakramartham is a Sanskrit Bharati technique, it's a Artham technique. So Karyakramartham, when you add Artha, you can go to Karma position. Karyakramartham Agatavantaha. Or Agachan. Agachan, I think. I have Agachan, which is not correct, I think. Agachan is the correct form. Hrisva Akara. Okay. Sita wrote a story.
Sita Katham Likitavati.
Very easy. This is, I think, number 1 and number 6 are suddenly very easy. In the exam, if we get some like this, we can score easy marks. Sita Katham Likitavati. Sita Ekam Katham. Oh, see, A is there. So Ekam Katham Likitavati. So we get 1.1 marks if you put Ekam Alikat. Because Katham is already singular. There is no need for Ekam. I'm just saying. Just showing off, Visheshana Visheshya like that.
Sir, one minute, sir. I think the 5th question's answer that you wrote in the brackets, that is actually correct.
Agachan only?
Yeah, it is because it is agachan.
No, sir. Actually, not always Savarna Dirgha takes place. You remember today morning we popped the 30 odd rules that for just Gachati or something like that. So there are a lot of other rules that play. Okay. So the form may be Agachan only. Panini's rules direct there. Not always Savarna Dirgha Sandhi will fall. Sometimes he forces Purva Rupa Sandhi there, in which case only one Akara should be taken. He will sometimes direct one alopa. He will say you have to do the lopa under this condition. Like this, dhatu prakriya na is quite involved. It's an exhilarating exercise, even though at my age I am not able to kind of fully grasp it, but I marvel because in my MA course I am going through some of those dhatu prakriyas, how using Panini formulas you go from gam dhatu to gachati form, right? So there are tricks there. Purva Rupa Sandhi, low pass under certain conditions all play. For us, apparently one A gets added, so A is there, why not A, Savarna Dirgha? No. Some cases Savarna Dirgha happens, some cases Purva Rupa happens, some cases replacement happens. Adesha happens, so we don't know.
Okay, sir.
Good, but that kind of thinking is very welcome. So let us go to Sandhi. We have Prakriti Bhavaha, something like that, some new Sandhis. So far, you have studied 6 types of Swara Sandhis. Wow, I didn't realize. Savarna Dirgha Sandhihi, Guna Sandhihi, Vriddhi Sandhihi, Yan Sandhihi. See, Savarna Dirgha was diagonals. Guna Sandhi was the first set after the diagonal in the first row. Okay, first 4. Then next 4 was Vriddhi. And then Yan was the few below that, few lines below this was Yan, eliminating the diagonals. Okay, I hope I have the picture here still. Oh, I didn't borrow the picture. I should have put that in this slide also. Then Yantavanta Desha Sandhi, we just recently studied the bottom half of the Swara table, right? And that is Yantavanta. And in that we saw some replacement Sandhi of Purva Rupa for the Akara, second word with Akara beginning. Then we had seen sometime earlier Visarga Sandhi. But we saw Visarga Sandhi more like not in a classical way. We just saw it as a collection of things. Yeah. We more know how to break Visarga Sandhi than make Visarga Sandhi. Okay. Because the rules of making Visarga Sandhi are elaborate. Breaking is easy. Because we don't have to know what rules are involved in making. Breaking is easy. It's like we say, no, in our Gade. एक साल होता है करने के लिए, लेकिन एक क्षण में उसको फट सकते हैं ऐसा. Okay. Prakriti Bhava is the Sandhi today. So what actually Prakriti Bhava is, an absence of Sandhi Karya is called Prakriti Bhava. It's a funny Sandhi. It's also given the Sandhi title, but really it should be read as an allowance. Sorry, just let me mute everyone. 1 minute. Okay, so it is an allowance for us to not perform a Sandhi under certain conditions. Okay, so let's call Prakriti Bhava. Study the following examples. Vasanta Rutau Sarvatra Pushpa Vikasaha Drishyate. Vasanta Rutau is highlighted. Let us keep that in mind, not worry too much. Okay. Dhana Ruddhihi. See, Rikara is a Swara. Dhana Ruddhihi. The dha Mahaprana, Alpapranada with a Mahapranada. Dhana Ruddhihi Kena na Ishyate. So here, this is actually Vriddhihi. Vakara has got elided somehow. Dhana Ruddhihi comes there. Janakaha Raja Rishihi iti Prasiddha. Janaka is famous as Raja Rishi, as a kingly sage, like that. Guru Runat Muktihi Kathamiti Nagnayate. Because of Guru's Runa. Oh, okay. How to rid ourselves of the Guru Runa? I don't know. Oh, it is our that famous student na who wants money, comes to Dilip or Raghu or someone, right? So that one. that is the Guru Runa. Who was that?
Kautsuka.
Kautsuka. And he comes to Dilipa only, I think, right? Yeah. Raghuraja. After Raghuraja does something, he becomes moneyless. Yeah, I think Raghuraja. Correct. Kautsuka with Raghuraja. Anyway, Guru Runat Mukti Katamiti न ज्ञायते इति कौत्सुकः उक्तवान् तत् श्रुतं. पितृ ऋणात् मुक्तिः श्रद्धात् आचरणात् Shraddha. Thanks, madam. Sorry. Shraddha Adi Acharanat. So now the Sandhi break is happening correctly. Shraddha Hrisva Adi and then Yan Adya. So Adi Acharanat. Shraddha Adi Acharanat Bhavati. So this means our mukti, our liberation from the Pitru Runa, which is the our dues to the parents. Our dues to the parents for having born us and brought us up. Okay, that mukti or the runa harana happens from Shraddha Karya, which is our function for their Pitru Santosha, for their souls. And then Adi is Shraddhi Adi. So we do Shraddha and other karmas for them, like Amavasya and all those things. That Acharana, from that, following that, their mukti will be happening like that. Okay, so Runa Mukti. Astu. In the above words, the in the bold type, a vowel is followed by another vowel. Okay, but no change due to Sandhi is seen. Okay, where another vowel, one vowel, another vowel. R, tau, there is no vowel. Ta, r, tihi, no. Okay, actually, if we did a, yes.
Vasanta. Rajarshi comes.
Oh, okay. If we did the Patipradika break, correct. There is an akara followed by a rukara. Correct. That's what they're pointing out, right? Vasanta plus ru, akara followed by rukara, but still we are not doing the sandhi, right? So normally vasantartuhu, like that, something should have come, right? That has not happened. That's what is being quoted. Okay. Guna sandhi is being nisheda. So this prakriti bhava is overriding guna sandhi. So we are just joining them without the guna. Vasanta rutuhu, nar. So the sandhi karya has not happened between a and r in the dhana plus riddhi. Then raja plus rishihi. Guru plus rishi, u plus r, it has not happened. R plus r, savarna dirgha has not happened. Pitrunat it could have become, but it is pitrunat. So especially with rikara, it seems to happen. Rikara is like a strange swara. Okay, it is a swara which we call has a repa amsha. It has a rakara amsha in it. Okay, which is actually a vyanjana. So sometimes it behaves like a vyanjana. Sometimes it behaves like a swara. It's one of those funny letters. So in the above words, in the bold type, a vowel is followed by another vowel, but no change due to sandhi is seen. Vasanta plus rutuhu, dhana plus riddhihi, raja plus rishihi, akaranta plus rikaranta. So they have given a plus r, a plus r, u plus r plus r also they have given. Savarna dirgha sandhi. None of those have been actually carried out. Instead, we just joined them as if they are samyukta aksharas. We treated rikara like a as if it is a standalone vyanjana. Remember, I earlier once very strongly stated in Sanskritam, there is a rule that swara doesn't stand alone other than in the beginning of a word, and all that I gave a lot of gyan. So this defeats that gyan. So always in Sanskritam you can never be saying there is no exception to what I'm saying. So there is this exception. So r stands alone in the middle. Okay, like a king, because it's standing as if it is a vyanjana akshara almost. Okay, so that is the sense here. Okay, let's see. When a, i, u, r and r, I feel like a nursery student, that are the final letters of a word, padanta, are followed by the rikara. So we need to have a padanta varna. So how do you know padanta? Because you should know now by now what is one pratipadika and what is the next pratipadika is a knowledge that we have now gained without needing any science. We know to read them. Vasanta is one word, Ritu is another word, Dhana is another word, Riddhi or Vriddhi is from that somehow. Vriddhi is actually transformation of Riddhi only. Then Raja is one word, Rishi is one word, like that we know. So it has to be Padanta. So it is not allowed in an internal Sandhi. What we see when they say in a Padanta means only in external Sandhi, Purva, this thing, Prakriti Bhava is possible. In a internal Sandhi, Prakriti Bhava is not allowed. That's read by us now. And that's the rule. So are followed by Rikara. So Rikara is the dominant player in Prakriti Bhava. So when you see Rikara and the question relates to Sandhi Vichedana, look out, look out, look out. Okay? Prakriti Bhava. And especially if the Rikara is standing in the middle of the word, straight away you have a big clue. See, the Avagraha Chinha, the S shape, was a straight clue for Purvarupa Sandhi. Similarly, a Rikara standing in the middle of a word is a clue for Prakriti Bhava Sandhi. Okay? Very easy hint. Prakriti Bhava means that the Sandhi does not take place even when all its conditions are fulfilled. Prakriti Bhava is optional. Very important highlight. So now if I can go back, I can write this Vasanta Rutau in two ways. I can write it as Vasantartau, which is much more difficult to understand. Vasanta Rutau is beautiful to understand. Okay. Dhanardihi, I can write it. I can convert this to ar due to the guna. So that repa will come in top of this, like that hook. So with the rukara will completely disappear. Dhanardihi, it will become. That is a much tougher form, but we should be able to decode if we know enough. But so Dhanardihi is allowed as Prakriti Bhava wherever rukara. Similarly, Rajarshihi, I can cancel the rukara and put the repa on top of shi. So the Rajarshihi. Luckily, that one we understand both forms easily. Rajarshihi and Rajarishihi, we don't confuse the words very easily to decode that. In fact, most places we say Rajarshi only, one word. Rajarishi sounds like two words to us. Guru Runath, Guru Arnath is very tough. If I put the repa on top of Rana, very difficult to recognize Runa there. So this one is the easier form for reading. Guru Runath, Pitru Runath, Pittarana, Pitraranath, like that. One of the rukaras will become a repa here. Anyway, actually Savarna Dirgha would happen. I am very sorry. This wouldn't be a, so Pitrinath, right? R plus R. So we will get a double hook below Takara. This R will get cancelled. We'll get a double hook below the Takara. I wish I listed those forms here, maybe for a future class. So Prakriti Bhava is optional. Therefore, in the absence of Prakriti Bhava, the other Sandhi takes place. Okay. Vasanta plus Rutuhu. In this example, if there is Prakriti Bhava, the form will be Vasanta Rutuhu. Since Prakriti Bhava is optional, in the absence of Guna Sandhi, in its absence, Guna Sandhi occurs, or they gave for one of them. Then the combined form will be Vasantartuhu. When Prakriti Bhava takes place, if the first word ends in a long vowel, it will be changed to a short vowel. Additional rule. Additional rule. So they have stated it now here. So in the Prakriti Bhava, if the terminal swara was a dirgha, like a, e, r, dirgha. So this, or this. Then we have to shorten it. So Raja plus Rushi became Raja Rushihi. That's actually, it was there staring at us. Now it is highlighted. Raja Rishi, not Raja Rishihi. Prakriti Bhava. There is Prakriti Bhava and the long vowel is shortened. Rajarshihi. This is the other form. They gave for one more word. See the Rikara becoming R. Okay, so Rajarshihi it became. Guna Sandhi. Okay, all right. Star is for this one. Okay, this is not a compound word. Raja and Rishihi are words ending in nominative case. Very important highlight. Many times we make this mistake. Raja is Rajan Shabda. Pratama Ekavachana of that is Raja only. So this is having the Vibhakti. So this is not just a pratipadika, it is a full pada. See, remember, pada sanya, okay, is there only when there is a vibhakti tail or a tinganta or a like kriyapada tail to it. Otherwise, it will remain a dhatu or a pratipadika only. Padanta is not qualified for a pratipadika. So in a samasa pada, the earlier words in the samasa are all not padantas. They are all pratipadikas, right? So they are not padas. So they cannot be used in this kind of sandhi. Okay, only when it is a proper vibhakti form like Raja. So that's what, because Raja doesn't normally look like a vibhakti form, it looks like Akaranta Raja Shabda. No, it is a Nakaranta Rajan Shabda which has Raja as the Pratama Ekavachana. That's what the nominative case is, Pratama Vibhakti. Okay. Gramaha. Grama Rishabha. I think this is, I won't waste you guys to spend energy because fairly straightforward. All of them, we just have to remove the plus, remove the avasanas, remove the spaces, tack them together, and remember to shorten any dirghas. So Maha will become Maha, Varsha will become Varsha, okay, Vadhu will become Vadhu, short Vadhu, not Vadhu. Like that, you should remember to do. So I'll just open up one by one, you see what's happening. Grama plus Rishabha, Grama Rishabha. Gramarshabha is the alternate. Okay. Prakriti Bhava is this. Sandhi Rupam is this. Sandhi Karyasya Vishleshanam, A plus R, Ar, of the Guna. Okay. So then next one, Maha plus Rishihi, we can guess Ha will become Ha. So Maha Rishihi, see, Maharishihi or Maharshihi, which is the more famous form we use always. This is Guna. Okay. And then Varsha plus Rutuhu. So we can make it Varsha Rutuhu or Varshartuhu. Varsha Rutuhu or Varshartuhu. See, both forms are shown here. So then Vadhu plus Runam, Vadhu Runam or Vadhurunam. Oh, Vadvrunam. What is this? Vadvrunam. Let us see carefully. I have put an exclamatory mark. I myself didn't like it at that time. Looks like U plus R. See, this shortening is only for Purva Rupa. Shortening is indicated for Purva Rupa. We should not take it into Guna. Yen. Yeah, we should not take it into Yen. So Vadhu plus Runam, U plus R becomes V plus R, Vr. Vadhu Vrunam, Vadhu Vadvrunam, like that it becomes. Very funny. Actually, I think it is Vadhu Vrunam. I am not liking this. We will cross check it. I think it is correct because exclamation is because it seems so strange. That's why. See, U plus R, V plus R and Vr. Funny. Yeah. Okay. Next one is Stririnam, Hrisva, so Stririnam. Strange sound, but that's what. And in Yen it becomes Striyaranam. It's even more strange. E plus R, U plus R, Ya plus R, almost unpronounceable. Okay. Striyaranam. It seems to be that. Okay. So I need to cross check this. I will send this to my knowledgeable friends to cross check whether I am making some mistake in interpreting the end behavior. Okay. It sounds unpronounceable, which normally doesn't happen in Sanskritam. So there must be some mistake in what I have done, or there may be some other rule applicable here. Okay. Rikara is definitely giving trouble. So looks like Prakriti Bhava is a what you call a better one to use for many cases. That's how they must have given birth to this, because Rikara is giving trouble otherwise like this. Okay. Then with Vitta Kosha plus Runam, no problem. Vitta Kosha Runam, easy. Okay. And Vitta Kosha Runam, no problem. That also. So after that Rakara comes. Here I have put why didn't I put oo here is the question. I'll call her back. Okay. So that is the thing. So with Raja Rishabha, Hrisva, Rajarshabha, okay. Here I have taken I am not liking this Vakara Yakar I have used. I feel almost Av, I should come perhaps is the feeling I get. I will have to check, but av, I is not for yen. For guna it is but this I am not sure. This seems right because I remember the table saying vu ye, not av, I. That would be yanta vanta. So there is a problem there. Okay. So then Raja Rishabha, but you anything in gray is all additional manthana for us. Okay. Your answers are here, left side. So Pavitra plus Rik, Pavitra Rik, Pavitra Rik. So Pavitra means holy, Rik means a Vedic verse, especially of the Rig Veda, but Rik is a type of verse. It is not only in Rig Veda. Rik is a mantra, mantra verse is called Rik in Veda, and Pavitra Rik is a holy verse of the Vedas. So it becomes Pavitrak, which is very funny sound. Takara with Rakara, another Repa, and funny. Anyway.
Sir, if that's not Ra, will Ra come here? Vaddu Rinam. U plus R, U plus Ir, Ra. Will it not be Ra?
Vadurunam it should come. Yen Sandhi. Yen Sandhi it should be.
Yen Sandhi means
Hold on. Which number you are saying, madam?
Fourth, sir.
Vaddu Rinam.
Vadurunam.
Vadurunam.
U plus R. U plus R. Yen Sandhi, correct? Because U is not in the first row.
Vadurunam.
Ur should come.
Vadrunam.
It should be Vadurnam, sir. It becomes Ar. Ru becomes Ar.
Ir plus, yeah.
Okay. See, Vakara I have shown there. Ya, Va, Ra, La are the possible outputs in the end sandhi. Okay. So, Ukara generates Vakara.
No, sir. When Ru comes, it comes Ar.
1 minute.
But only in Gunasandhi it will become Ar, no? Not in Yanasandhi.
In Yanasandhi only Vakara generates. That's
only
why.
Vakara generates.
Correct. So I have gone according to what we saw, and this sounds emerge. This sound emerges. So if I am honest to what Prakriya is, then it will come like this. I'll have to go back and check. Okay.
Dirgha U you have taken, sir. That only.
Yanasandhi has a Ya or a Va. Or a Vr, Ra or a La if it is Rikara and Lakara as the end letter. But this is not end letter. This is the new letter of the second word. So yeah, the Ukara is generating the Vakara.
You have used Dirgha Ukara instead of ordinary Ukara.
Sir, whether it is Dirgha Ukara or Hrisva Ukara, Vakara will generate.
Vakara will generate, but only
Correct.
typing I am saying.
Because the original word was Vadhu. Number 4. Vadhu. Anyway, so we do have a challenge here with respect to old sandhis, and we need to solve that, especially because Rikara is not an easy one to deal with.
Sir, excuse me, sir. In Yen Sandhi also Ar, La comes, sir. It should be Yen Sandhi. Vadurnam.
Vadurnam, it should come. No, not Vadur. But Vakara, where will you put?
Yeah, Rakara, Nam, Na, Bovarna.
Okay, we will cross check, madam. I will come back. I will come back on these exclamation mark portions carefully. We'll solve it correctly. I'll go back, recheck the rules and come back. Okay. So Raja Rishibi, Pavitra Aito. Then Parama Rishihi, very easy. A plus Ru. Parama Rishihi only it will remain. Paramarshihi it will become. So we are struggling whenever guna yen happens. There is some struggle for us for the alternative, not for the original. If it was Prakriti Bhava, it is easy for us. If we have to do yen, we have to be very careful there. We have to look again and solve this properly. Okay.
Sir, one question. Sir, I just want to ask one more question, which is similar to what I asked earlier in today's morning session. And this Rik here, that also, is similar to that word of Arka. And Richa is also similar to the word Archa. So is there a similarity between, is there a meaning of, that shining, glowing in Archati?
Perhaps we have to look up the dhatus to see if Rikara, dhatus with Rikara, whether there is.
Yeah, so just one more
I have
minute.
to go to that ashtadhyayi.com only and search. That is a good place to search for these forms. We should put Archati there and check the dhatu. Then we
Yes,
will
sir.
know. Huh?
You told that in the morning, but there is actually a, for us it is a difficult task to do because we don't know which form to use or which form to take right now. Like, in the whole setup.
Yeah. You do one thing, just stand by. I can't quickly share, but I can do the process to see what happens. Just stand by. I'll just.
No problem, sir. I think you should not deviate here because
No. Nothing is deviation, sir. It's not even typing for. Oh, Archati.
Madhrunam is correct, sir. Madhrunam is correct.
Archati. Arch dhatu only it is called. Arch dhatu. So there is no rik sense there. Okay. Let me just try richati. Okay, richati or something like that. Rich dhatu is separately there, sir. Okay, good question. There is a arch dhatu which is what we were using, right? Arch dhatu is to pray and things like that. Rich dhatu is to praise, also to pray, to glow, to shine. Okay. So rik is something that shines. You are right. Okay. So it seems to be that rik is derived as a title for a stotra or as a shining stotra like that. Okay. Correct. In fact, it's very interesting this rich dhatu, whereas latlakara is richati, richataha, richanti. Okay. In lut lakara, it takes archita, architaro, architarha form. Akara comes there. Okay. And archishyati in rit it starts resembling arch dhatu only. So it has some overlap with arch dhatu in some other lakaras. Okay.
Yeah. So just one interesting similarity I saw, I would like to mention if you have 1 minute. I know other students are waiting. I don't want to waste their time. But since it is so interesting, I saw that, in Archati, we always take the meaning of to pray, to pujayati kind of meaning. But so the similar meaning is taken by the word richa, but it might also mean to glorify the devas and Ishvara.
To praise their, I mean, to brighten their glory, things like that. Yeah. Or it can also mean to pray with rik mantras.
Yes. No, the mantra itself, the richa itself. The word richa itself might have come from, to glorify the god or glorify the devas.
Possible. So the Archana Kriya is more meaningful if we sing the hymns also along, because there is that hymn is named after that rich dhatu only. So like that, yeah, potentially there is a linkage between hymn singing, glorifying, enlightening, all those things, aspects of that rik. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Good for this kind of linkage there. Okay, so we have some follow-up with this. We will do that. Our time is over, but let us just quickly read through this, and then because what is next? Oh, this is a whole segment. Okay, so then we will not rub this in. We will take up this yakara vakara lopa sandhi in the first class of Saturday. Okay, and try to close out. Okay, so I do have this picture. See here, guys, we were struggling with this rikara here, right? So I have this orange here. See this orange block. This orange block is prakriti bhava. So dot standing for a, I, u, r. So yadi purvakshara padante bhavati, here prakriti bhava is optional. But you see here y, v, r. Okay. Oh, r with r forces, savarna dirgha, that is okay. At least there is no guna with ru. That is guna is taken out. Sorry, what I say? Why I say guna? N is taken out for r. For r also n is taken out because l also rikara. So only ya, va and are possible in this column. When the rikara is there in the second word for this column, only ya and va are possible. But for u and r, v is the replacement. Okay. But since this one when we replace, it is only replacing the purvakshara, I think. E, O, yo. E, O, yo will come out of it. Okay. E, y, ye will come out of it. Yow will come out of it. Something like that. So I don't think this replaces both. Okay. I will have to cross check that aspect. Hari agachati, haryagachati. So akara remains there with ya, right? So yu halant joins a, yu halant joins u, yu halant joins r. So yu plus r and we continue. So this r again transforms to something perhaps due to another rule. So we'll have to, it's not easy. End sandhi with r is not easy. It looks nice in this picture, but when we say how do we combine yakara with rukara, will it become ru below, ya with ru below, va with ru below? Va with ru below we can pronounce at least vr, but ya with ru below is unpronounceable, yir, because it clashes. And the mouth organs are not aligned to flow from one to the other. So there is something incongruent doing end sandhi for ya with r. So need to check with the panditas to see what the prakriya is. I'm sure Panini has a prakriya for that because his whole thing was phonetics. Okay, so we will stop here because we can keep going on and on. So
sir,
next,
only this table, can you please post it in the group when it has
sure, ma'am. Haven't I posted this? I will post it again, no problem.
Yes.
It is probably now almost looks like 1,000 messages ago. So I will post it again.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening, balanced weekend, and we'll catch up next Saturday. I'll try to finish my question paper review presentation. Then we can use one of the sessions for that. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye, everyone.
बहु धन्यवादः
बहुत धन्यवाद.